Very good morning to my dear students and welcome to our social science class. So today we are going to start with the new topic, that is creating stereotypes. Now this is a very new word for you, maybe what is stereotypes, and you are maybe much more curious that what today ma'am going to teach us. What are stereotypes? So to understand more about stereotypes, let's see a very good example, and which is it is also available in your book. So say so arrange the statement given below into sections according to what you think is appropriate for the section. So you will take out your book now and you will try to write, okay, which you think that suits better for girls and boys. So the first sentence, they are well behaved. So maybe it will come under the girls. They are soft spoken and gentle, girls. They are physically strong, boys. They are naughty, boys. They are good at dancing and painting, girls. They don't cry, boys. They are rowdy, boys. They are good at sport, boys. They are good at cooking, girls. And they are emotional, girls. So did you see that I have actually, without knowing anything, I have just stated the statement for girls as well as boys. Now you tell me where I have known all these things. See, when I was a child and when I was a kid, even I was being taught like this, that girls should behave well, they should speak softly and gently, they are not physically strong in comparative to boys, they are good at dancing and painting and not good in sports, and girls do cry more than boys, and girls should be good at cooking, and girls are emotional. So basically I learned these things from my surrounding, from my environment, and this is what everyone being taught as. But students, everything has changed now. There are no more disparity between boys and girls. Everyone is well behaved, everyone can speak soft and gently, everyone at times may become emotional, everyone is naughty, even I'm naughty, my sister is naughty, my brother is naughty, etc. Right? So as I have created some of the sentences for boys and girls, I have fixed certain images for girls and boys. So fixing images for certain category, certain people is known as stereotypes. So let's come to the actual definition content. So what do you mean by stereotypes, or how stereotypes are created? So when we fix people in one image, we create stereotypes. As I have said in the earlier activity, that girls should know how to cook, and girls are emotional, then girls are soft spoken. So I have fixed the entire girl category into one pattern. All girls may not be good at cooking, all girls may not be emotional, there are rowdy girls too. So when we fix people in one image, we create stereotypes. So stops us from looking at each person as a unique individuals with abilities and skills and also different from others. Maybe among you, not all girls may like cooking or doing art and craft. Many of you may be interested more in dancing, more in sports, and etc. So what happens when we create stereotypes? We are unable to define people individually, but we compare them in group, and which is very bad. We don't realize others' potential. We only think of creating the same pattern for each and every category. They fit large number of people into one pattern or type. If I say class 6A girls are good at cooking, maybe only one or two are good at cooking, but not entire 6A. So if I am fitting the large number of people into one pattern, I am creating stereotypes among the girls of 6A. So stereotypes affect each and every individual and sets a drawback to do things. So even though if I say that all girls are good in cooking from class 6A, so what happen if one or two may not be good in cooking? You might feel that if we say to ma'am, she might feel bad, and you might feel that it's better not to say, and it's better we keep our mouth shut. So what happened, even though you are good at different things, but you cannot say, because we create stereotypes in our society. For example, when we make statement about a group to be lazy, criminal, stingy, we define the whole group and not an individual. For example, there are certain groups who may define this group is very lazy, these groups are this particular caste is, or this particular region is full of criminals. So what happened, all may not be criminal. Just because one and or two person, we cannot blame the entire community as criminals. So this is how stereotypes are being created without any information of each and every individual. We take one individual as an example and we tend to generalize everyone. Okay, now this is a very this is an example which I found in the book. You can also see these are the picture of the handicapped people. Now what people say about them, let's see. uh, I limp, I lisp, all this and move and more. Sometimes I feel so sad and sore. Folks make fun, it's nothing new. If you were I, what would you do? Now, as I have told you, being a handicap, we always have a notion that a handicapped person cannot do anything. See, they are handicapped with hands or legs, but not with mind. They still have a intelligent mind and they can do much more better than us, and even from the handicap category. So never actually stereotype any of the people on the basis of the pattern. Rather, you should see people as an individual and not as a group. Now you look so different. I am a person, I feel shy. From staring eyes, I want to hide. See, again, this is a picture of the handicapped girl who is being stared by everyone because of the handicap nature, disability, and this is how they treat her differently. Is her mind okay? Just because my legs are wobbly, people think my mind is wobbly too. As I have told you, just because they are handicapped with because of the physical characteristics, but does not mean their mind is not working. They are very smart, they can do anything. I have even many examples are there where handicaps are working or disabled people are working in many sectors with getting high salary. So we should not create any kind of stereotypes in our mind. We should be very clear about people, about their individuality, about their abilities, and not creating them in one such group. Okay, so for today we will wind up the chapter, and this is all about the creating stereotypes, right? Never create stereotypes in your mind, and this is a true what to say activity you can do in your book. And this is all about stereotypes. You will write about the definition of stereotypes today, and also this is an example. You can form your own example. You can take the help of Google also. So today let's wind up the class. Thank you, have a nice day, and God bless you. Stay safe and stay home.